Merrick is really two markets wearing one name. There's the part on the water, canals, docks, boats in the backyard, and there's the part north of it where none of that applies and neither does the flood insurance. Same town, same schools, two completely different purchases. I've sold houses here for 21 years, and Merrick is one of my favorite towns on the South Shore. Here's what you actually need to know before you look. Merrick is a hamlet in the town of Hempstead, South Shore, between Freeport to the west and Belmore to the east, with the bay at your back. Hamlet, not a village, so no village tax stacked on top of your bill. That matters, and it's a real difference from places like Garden City or Floral Park. And unlike a lot of Nassau, Merrick has its own train station, Babylon Branch, right in town, about 48 minutes to Penn Station. No driving to another town. No fighting for a parking permit somewhere you don't live. That's a genuine advantage. That's a genuine advantage, and it's priced into the market. You're paying for it, whether or not you use it. For roads, you've got Merrick Road and Sunrise Highway running east-west, and the Meadowbrook Parkway just to your west for getting north. Before we talk prices, understand the geography, because it drives everything. Merrick Road is roughly the dividing line. South of it, you're heading toward the bay and into the canal neighborhoods, bulkheads, docks, water access, some of the most desirable property in southern Nassau. North of Merrick Road, you're inland. Same town, same schools, no water. Now, flood insurance, and I want to be careful here, because this gets generalized constantly, and the generalization is wrong. Broadly, the closer you are to the water, the more likely a parcel sits in a FEMA flood zone, but it is not a south of Merrick Road rule. This is FEMA's own flood map viewer. Some blocks are Zone AE, that's the 100-year floodplain, insurance required if you're financing. And the street right next to it is Zone X, outside the floodplain. The higher ground between the canals is frequently out of the zone entirely. Where it is required, budget roughly $1,800 to $3,500 a year, so don't assume in either direction. As of July 2026, the median sale price in Merrick is $906,000. That's up 11% in 12 months. Homes in Merrick are selling for 102.4% of their original list price, above asking, not close to it, above it. Now here's the whole ladder. Two things set the price, what the house is, and whether it's been done. Start with capes and ranches. $700,000 if it needs work, $800 updated. At that level, you're choosing on layout, not budget. Splits, $800 needing work, $900 updated. Colonials, $850 needing work, $950 updated. Notice the pattern. Every wrong condition is worth about $100,000. That's remarkably consistent across the inland market here. Waterfront without a dock, $900 needing work, 1.1 updated. With a dock, 1.2 needing work, 1.4 updated. Being on the water is worth about $150,000, but the dock is worth another $300,000, double the water itself. Step back and look at the whole range, $700,000 to $2 million. That's an enormous spread for one town, and it's why the median price in Merrick tells you almost nothing on its own. Let me put three real houses against that ladder. All three are on the market right now as of August 2026. An updated Cape at $825,000. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths on a 60 by 100 lot. Built in 1953, renovated throughout, new roof, renovated baths. That's the updated Cape Wrong. A high ranch at $880,000. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Slightly bigger lot, 2-car garage. Built in 1967, well maintained but not renovated. Good condition, not updated. There's a difference and you'll feel it in the kitchen. It started at $925,000 and it's been out there 89 days in the market selling above list. That's what happens when a house is priced at the updated tier and shows at the maintained tier. Buyers here know the difference and they wait you out. And Waterfront, $1.3 million. 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 60 feet of water frontage on the bay. Private dock, cul-de-sac. Built in 1964 and listed as is. Real market, real number. The taxes on that one are $26,700 a year. That's $2,200 a month in taxes alone before your mortgage. The median annual property tax bill in Merrick is $15,450. That's about $1,290 a month on top of your mortgage. Here's a rough guide so you can find your own number. I'm starting that chart at 700,000 on purpose. 700 is where the real market starts here. Nassau taxes you on an assessed value, not on what you just paid. Identical houses on the same block can carry very different bills depending on when they were last assessed, which is exactly why you don't trust the tax figure on the listing. Pull the actual bill for that specific address off the county site before you make an offer. It is routinely different. And Nassau lets you grieve your assessment every single year. It costs nothing to file. Most people never do it. Take advantage of it. One more Merrick specific wrinkle. Your school taxes come from 2 districts, not 1. Merrick Union Free covers elementary, and Belmore Merrick Central covers high school. Then in 7th grade, everybody converges into the Belmore Merrick Central High School District, which also takes in Belmore and North Belmore. That central district runs 3 high schools, Calhoun here in Merrick, Kennedy in Belmore, and Nepham in North Belmore. Each one carries its own specialty programs. Which one you get depends on your address, not on the town. And it isn't intuitive. I pulled 3 current Merrick listings while making this video, and they didn't all feed the same high school. So if a particular school matters, call the district office before you make an offer. They'll tell you exactly which schools a given address feeds. I'm not going to characterize the district for you. The state publishes better information than my opinion. New York State's report card has proficiency rates, graduation rates, and spending per pupil for every district out here. Links in the description. Draw your own conclusion. Merrick has a real downtown, and that's rarer on Long Island than it should be. It's clustered around the train station, shops, restaurants, places you can actually walk to. Merrick isn't just a highway strip. You can get off the train, grab dinner, and walk home. It's a big part of why Merrick prices the way it does. It's rare for Long Island. Levy Park and Preserve is worth the trip on its own. Trails, the hill, and a view over the bay you don't expect to find in Nassau County. The waterfront homes here are genuinely something. That's not a sales line, it's just what the South End looks like. One practical note, closer to the water you'll find fewer basements, sandy soil, and a high water table. Something to know, Fabio's if you want the waterfront dinner, Sophia's Grill for something that isn't Italian. Their wood charcoal grill is a real change of pace. And in the summer, Salt at the marina, bay views, big outdoor deck. It's the most summer on Long Island hour you can spend in this town. Let's talk downsides. Sandy is still in the file. Some houses were flooded, razed, or rebuilt. You need the history, elevation certificates, and permit records. Know if the work was closed out properly. Open permits are a common South Shore problem. Bulkhead work, decks, docks, a lot of it was never closed out. It was never closed out with the town of Hempstead. If you're selling, pull your permit history now, not when you list. Let me be straight with you. Merrick is one of the towns I like best on the South Shore. It's hard to find all 3 in one place. A train station, a real downtown, and a backyard on the water with your own dock. Most towns give you 1 or 2. If you want the water, it's a great value in Nassau County. If you don't, there's plenty of Merrick that isn't on it. Just don't buy waterfront without pricing the insurance first, or buy inland assuming you get the water lifestyle. Do your homework, put this town on your list. In a market this tight, looking in one place is the most expensive mistake you can make. Widen your search. Next in this series is Belmore. Same train line, same Central High School district, different price picture. If you're looking in Merrick, get on my list. Links below. Will Esslinger, HomeSmart Premier Living Realty,